Personal data contains information about individuals and is the driving force behind research and innovation in many industry fields. Trace data being used for the optimization of public transportation and online customer purchases for marketing purposes are some of the benefits of collecting and processing personal data. However, such data contains private, sensitive information about individuals that they might not be willing to publicly share. If you own such datasets and you wish to sell them, you should keep in mind that you are responsible for protecting the privacy of the individuals. Simply removing direct identifiers such as name and address is not enough because of the quasi-identifiers. Quasi-identifiers are attributes that do not directly identify individuals, but when combined, could serve as a unique identifier of individuals. For example, can you imagine that the combination of postal code, date of birth, and gender uniquely identifies 87% of the US population? Or that 4 data points of location and time are enough to uniquely identify 95% of the individuals in a trace dataset? In this video, we will look into the procedure you need to follow before selling datasets in order to comply with the privacy regulations and protect the privacy of the individuals. Before selling your data, you need to become aware of the de-anonymization risks and apply the appropriate anonymization measures. This can be done in 3 steps: data landscape analysis, threat analysis, and anonymization measures. In the data landscape analysis, you become aware of the de-anonymization risk in your dataset and consider how an adversary would de-anonymize individuals in your dataset. In this step, you need to be able to answer the following questions. First, what information contained in your dataset can be obtained by outsiders? Second, how much effort does it require to obtain this information? And third, how severe are the consequences of a de-anonymization? To do this, you need to search for sources of information that could be matched to the information contained in your dataset. The search for personal information in those sources gives you an indication of the effort in terms of costs, time, and know-how required to de-anonymize individuals in your dataset. The most prominent sources of personal information are social media platforms and forums. Additionally, you need to judge the severity of a de-anonymization in your dataset. The severity depends on how privacy sensitive your data is. The more privacy sensitive it is, the higher the severity. In the threat analysis step, you consider the likelihood of a de-anonymization by an adversary that already possesses enough information to de-anonymize individuals in your dataset. Various tools exist that analyze your dataset and reveal the extent to which your dataset is de-anonymizable and can designate the attributes that are critical for de-anonymization. After becoming aware of the de-anonymization risks in your dataset, you are ready for the third step, taking the appropriate anonymization measures to mitigate those risks. These measures rely on distorting your dataset. While these measures protect the privacy of the individuals, they also distort its utility. So, you need to decide to what extent these measures should be applied, how much you distort your dataset, while protecting the privacy of the individuals and having a useful dataset. You can reach this decision based on 3 factors: the effort required in terms of cost, time, and know-how to de-anonymize individuals, the likelihood of a de-anonymization, and the severity of the consequences of a de-anonymization in your dataset. The lower the effort is and the higher the likelihood and severity are, the higher your anonymization effort should be. So, if you're going to sell your customers' data, do 2 things. First, think about de-anonymization to avoid legal problems later. Second, if you can, execute the 3 steps discussed in this video. While the data landscape analysis and threat analysis steps do not require significant expertise, you will need to get help from an anonymization expert for the anonymization measures.